Hi folks, welcome back to the Horde. So, what am I up to today? I'll show you what temperature it is, but I seem to have enough daylight here. We're going to have to be satisfied with centigrade. So -3 centigrade, what's that, about 27 Fahrenheit. My batteries are no longer charged. You can see the old Energizer in the back. So, what did I do today? I think you guys could see it's snowing. They're calling this storm Thor, as in, I don't know, a Greek god or something. I call it, parental guidance, a pain in the ass. I haven't had this much snow since I went to college up in Potsdam, New York. For those of you who don't know where that is, picture as the crow flies, I don't know, 10, 12 miles from Canada, in St. Lawrence County of New York, poorest county in the state. It was back then also. Anyway, there's Watertown, and then there's Plattsburgh on the other end, and if you get on Route 11 and you drive right into the middle of nowhere, you found Potsdam. Anyway, what I did is, in hoping to put this thing together, I went and I dug up some channel. Could you guys see this? What is that, 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches? It's C, right? You can see there's two of them kind of put into each other there. So that's what I'm going to use for the frame on this thing, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. I trudged through the snow, and actually I made a video of me trudging through the snow. But as soon as I got to the shed, where I wanted to show you guys what I was up to, the battery died, because this battery lasts about 15 seconds in the really cold weather. Here we are back to the basement Horde. Hopefully the camera doesn't steam up. Anyway, so I trudged out to the shed, and I brought my 4-inch grinder with me because I knew those bolts weren't going to come off, and I cut the rear end loose. That's snow, and the reason why there's snow all over it is because while I was carrying it back, I fell, and it landed in the snow. So there we have it. These are a set of pillow bearings I had floating around in the Horde. The problem is these are like gotta do it like that. I don't know, could you guys see that? So these are somewhere around 1.5 inches, and this is a 1-inch Exel shaft, so that doesn't help much. I ordered another set, eBay deal. The pair of them were 20 bucks. They go to some charity out in California. I guess people donate stuff, and they sell it off. And once again, just to be sure, you guys could see that, I think, without me casting too much shadow. Right, so it's 1 inch, which makes me happy. So I'm going to get rid of these flange bearings. To get these off, I had to cut the bolts, I mentioned that. Where this is, I'm probably going to put a disc brake. They got a bunch of stops on it, which is good, so I can use those wherever I need to. Obviously, here's the spare wheel. I'm missing a lug nut. Hopefully I have another one floating around. Length, just a little easier to measure now than it was before. assuming I could use this tape. The American tapes are much better about, yeah, there you go. So you can see it's about 36 inches. Right there is 36. That's what the other side looks like. So there we are. Now, what do I need to put this together? I actually need just a little bit of warm weather so I could get welding and get putting things all done. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this apart. Right, it's going to take, the snow is going to help. It'll add a little more rust. But I'm going to get these retention, I don't know, rings off of here. There's a few of them. The way they work is, see, they have Allen screws in them. So I got to get those off. The bearings I ordered have retention on them, which is good, so the axle won't be tempting to slide back and forth, right? So I'm going to bolt those rock solid to those pieces of C-channel I showed you. Probably going to put a plate underneath it just to distribute the weight a little bit. Then I'm going to bolt these to the C-channel, slide the axle through, put that in the center. That's obviously not the right one. I have another one floating around down here in the garage that I gotta go dig up. I'm gonna set it up to use the same chain, which is what, 510, 590. It's the 5 that matters. Like 50 and 510 are the same chain. It's just one has a O-ring gasket. Spent a little bit of time researching that too. So anyway, you can see it's gonna come together shortly. It's a shame these bearings aren't the right kind. I don't know if you guys could see that. Browning. They make really good bearings. The ones I got, I'm not sure if they're American made or not. Given $10 for the pair, I'd have a tendency to think not. If I had to guess, they're probably imported. It's interesting. Back in the olden days, when Torrington Bearing in Torrington, Connecticut was big, I actually had quite a bit of family that worked there. Just taking a quick look, see if I can't find that sprocket quickly. It's over here. Yep, the Horde. Oh, I'm thinking the answer is not quickly. I must have tripped over it and dropped it 1,000 times. And now that I need it, it's nowhere to be found, of course. Excuse the furnace. Yeah, it's been in the way like forever. And once again, now that I want to do something with it, I don't see it anywhere. Anyway, I'm sure it'll pop up. Folks, I want to thank you for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down and keep your head up. And don't go out in this snowstorm, Thor, and get hurt. Don't fall on your face. Don't crash your car. Don't wreck your snowmobile. Don't do anything silly. Stay home. Have yourself, I don't know, a beer, a hamburger, a chicken, whatever you like to eat. But don't go out and get hurt. Folks, also, remember to enjoy all your days. You don't know how many you're going to get. Bye now.